Today we're looking from the point of view of a part of history of Egypt, and we're projecting that history onto a brief history of humankind and the characteristics of humankind. So, Hatshepsut is the first female ruler that ever existed. She is the first female pharaoh of ancient Egypt. Well, specifically, Hatshepsut was the daughter of Thutmose I. Well, the question was, how did she gain power? Well, she married to her half-brother Thutmose II, and later acted as regent for the young Thutmose III, but eventually Thutmose III, after her death, gained power, and to eradicate her rule thoroughly, destroyed all her statues. And here, this image of her statue is just a piecing together of the remnants of the pieces. Well, what does this part of history of Egypt show us? It shows us that, well, first we can ask, how did Hatshepsut come to power? It's because she claimed to be the daughter of the sun god Ammon, and she said she is ruling because there is a greater power. Well, actually, Thutmose I was the so-called sun god Ammon, so she said since she is the daughter of the sun god, therefore she has the legitimacy. This shows that such myth-making is very powerful, and this is what made humans to bond together, and this is what made humans superior than other animals, because they don't know how to make stories to persuade people to bond together and to even manipulate people to get things done efficiently. This is what humans can do, while the Neanderthals can't, even though they had larger brains. This links with money, of course, which is also a myth, and of course it made our modern society much more efficient. With the flow of money, we can represent goods and not be confined to tangible objects, but also to our imagination, making us much more efficient in economy and producing and consuming. Let's move on to another story of Egypt. Well, this is after we look at this picture, after we admire this handsome image of Thutmose III, which is the guy who, you can say, betrayed her mother, his mother. Okay. The next story is about this pharaoh called Akhenaten. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. He is the man who killed all the gods except one. Actually, he just established a monotheist religion in the midst of all the polytheist religions in his period. If we look at this map, starting from Hatshepsut all the way to this part, it's all polytheistic religion. And then Akhenaten decided to jump up and establish a monotheist religion just because he wanted to gain power, and he needed legit reasons to do so. And to stabilize his power, he established a monotheistic religion so that people will not be conflicted in his rule by many different gods, but they are all under one god, which is much more easier to manage. But of course, everyone despised his very brutal rule. But they decided not to rebel because there would be larger costs. So they just decided after he goes to afterlife, or after he dies, we'll just bring back the old rule, in which King Tut did bring back the polytheistic rule. This again shows a large characteristic of humans and religion. Humans can make up stories, right? Make up stories and to guide other humans of the society to do stuff like many politicians nowadays do.